Qualification Cup number 2, and this one's sponsored by InWin, who put up 5 Dragon Rider white cases that look amazing. So this game is the semi-finals between Mistral and Prime, so 2 phenomenal teams, and there's a couple of people calling out someone dodgy, let's just say, so you've got something to watch at least. But yeah, obviously this will be coming straight into the final as well, so whoever comes off the winner of this will be going through to face, I believe it's Rockad as well, and what a lineup they have, the likes of Angel Dust and some other phenomenal players. So tonight it's going to be absolutely filled to the brim with CSGO coverage. So guys, you know, big shout out to all of you who've made it so far, and it's very nice to see the amount of viewers we do have, which is incredible. But guys, if you are watching right now, and I know we've just started, but help us out and get some really good views to CSGO. Let's hit that share button, get it on Twitter, get it on Facebook, and you know, if your friends still like you after you put it on Facebook, they're true friends. If they're not, you're not going to miss them. But alongside me tonight, we do have the delightful Machine. How are we doing today?
Buongiorno. I'm doing good. I have a Bournemouth cider next to me, I have a CSGO game in front of me, and I am ready to cast.
I like Bournemouth. Wait, is it like a flavoured one? Or have you just gone for the standard
Oh, Bournemouth's
cider?
original. I'm original, man.
Oh, you're so hipster.
Oh, I know. I'm almost drinking this before it was cool, but I did put some ice in it to cool it down.
Indeed. So is this actually the first round? Have they got the knives out of the way? And it
Yeah,
seems
I think
as though
they kind
Prime
of
are on the CT side. Yeah, indeed. So why don't you take us into the first pistol round here?
Alright then, I do like my pistol round, so let's see what's going down in Chinatown. We see a nice spread of players. Mistral, Spencer, Ink on the outside. Remaining players are all just taking the time for the picks as they come. Very little happening at the moment. Whammy and Stefan exchanging fire. Jera as well looking towards that ramp. Nice successful nade coming in there. Jera looking to land the 3 bullets. Not going to happen. Whammy's going to take him down. Burst fire pistol not paying off for him, but Stefan's going to pick up the pieces of that to bring a nice 4-4. And a level playing field once again. I say level though. Mistral certainly are worse for wear. Stefan with only 22 remaining, 62 for Shifty. Contrasting with Prime, who always have complete full health. They are in the prime position. Didn't. I figured I'd start early.
It's happening
I figured I'd start early, and I have. I managed to get rid of my cough
on your
though.
cringy
You'll
comments.
be impressed. Pose is picking one to JS. They're looking good. Ink does respond once again. Now, this seems to be a real kind of habit at the moment with Mistral. They'll lose one and straight away respond. See if they can continue this, as we do see heavily tagged onto Shifty. 8 HP remaining as he's going to be trying to get that bomb down before his life becomes well, is ended by the remaining Prime players. It's going to be Rain. Not going to happen as Ink gets the frag as well. Ink with a second already. Nice flash coming out from Kaostv though as they do push on towards that side. 3 players ready to intercept them though, and it's not looking good. Not good enough though for Shifty. Gets taken down by Ank. Charging forward is Kaostv. Takes down one for himself, and suddenly it's not looking too good for Ink. He's got a nice little nade prepared though, which heavily tags Kaostv. Kaostv a little bit worse for wear as the defuse starts coming in. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to have to peek it now. Ink needs to peek it, and he's not going to do it. Ank is there, and a good first round for Prime. And that is just what they need to start with.
And Ink really not leaving a mark on that little bit of a clutch he could have had there and could have made such a difference. We saw how integral those pistol rounds can be, especially on maps like this. You know, you get the early money in, you get the momentum off the back of that. You can pick up a clean run of about 5 rounds without any real kind of issue on paper as such. So the first round has gone to that CT side, who now will be able to get a little bit of a lighter buy going on compared to, well, the T side, who I can imagine just be on pistols once again. So let's switch over to the T side. Let's see what they're up to. And guys, I am casting off a stream, so I do have about 3 seconds delay as Ank there does get the opening frag, utilising that money that he now has within his pocket, putting it into a gun and getting that opening shot onto Ink. So, early advantage to the defending Prime team. Shifting, holding firm. Trying to work this hut, trying to get a frag, trying to get a peek, anything to give them a chance into this round. But you can see how fully stacked this with this overlay on, you know, their health is on that CT side. No one's even tagged, no one's even worried yet. So, T side got an absolute struggle against them. GS trying to spam through, nothing much connecting. They're looking like they're almost hitting a brick wall here until they try and burst out to one of these sides. So I can imagine that's going to be happening pretty soonish. My stream is a little bit laggy, but I can assure you it's going to be kicking off right about now as Kaostv finds the first, Rain with the second there. So Stefan and Shifty down. Rain absolutely raining fury upon the Mistral side, and Pose just to mop up the remains. And another round, obviously off the back of that pistol. It's expected of the CT side, but I don't think they even lost a player there. So really well played from them to try and keep that in, you know, money in the bank, or losing as minimal players as possible. And they're just building off the back of that. So obviously they're going to be feeling pretty flush with cash for now.
It certainly is, and at the moment, Mistral Gaming are going to just want to be looking to just put a little bit of a twig in the spokes of the wheel that is the machine of Prime. At the moment, they are looking to go for it all in eco. Whammy's there with the P90. He isn't going to get what he expected. Pose is there though to make up for what Whammy didn't, and Pose does finally get taken down by Shifty, but that has left him in a rather sticky situation. He isn't going to last much longer, courtesy of Rain's P90. Raining down fire. That's number 2. Let's get
You're
a
joining
tally.
in with me.
Should we get a
steal
tally?
my puns. No, let's
Oh, is
not.
that yours? I
Yep,
nearly
I
didn't
did
even
the
hear
raining
that
down.
one.
I said the raining down. Right?
Fudge!
I even said ink left a mark. All right.
Oh God, you
I'm
beat me to that one as well.
sliding them in. Did you
Okay,
think about that? I bet you did.
I'm looking at Whammy. I'm thinking there's work there.
Whoa.
There's work that needs to be
There's
done.
a lot of work to be done with that one. I'll leave that one to you. But stunning, quick couple of rounds going in favour to the Prime side, obviously. And now, well, they're still going to be enjoying the money. You know, there's going to be a lighter buy coming out from that T side who now can probably get their hands on a couple of AKs. I doubt they'll have the full stack of armour, there's flashes and nades. But they'll be going in with something behind them now. Let's switch across. You can see where Casper is now. He's just kind of waiting perched to receive them. Almost Batman style, looking towards that outside area, towards Mac. Nothing much happening. Casper just spotting that squeaky door opening, but Ank does get the first there. Quickly replied, though, nevertheless by Stefan with the AWP work, and we saw how pivotal, how poignant that work was yesterday. And once again, following it up, and he's just hearing what I'm saying and absolutely lapping up the attention, working that AWP as best he can, and that's a great investment from him. Almost returning that cash that he's spent on that AWP now, and dropping down these players.
I'm looking at X-ray on Raiden. He has 3 players right in front of him, in front of that wall.
Really?
If he was cheating, that would have been one sensational 3-man.
Exactly. We don't like eaters though, do we? So Jera now, ironically, pushing towards ramp. Shifty finding the frag onto Whammy, so this is looking a lot better for the T side, and they're going to really benefit from this if they do pick up this round now, stopping that early kind of monetary, huge favourable side. And you know, that kind of slippery slope can happen, but great work from Rain there, but quickly nevertheless shut down by Shifty, so not too much going on, but Casper now left in a 1v2, spotting with that P90, finding that frag onto Shifty there, so 1v1, picks up a little bit of a better gun here. Actually, I say that P90's been so good, I daren't really make a call on it at that close range. So Casper just retracting a touch, trying to work to the time.
He's let Stefan grab
the
bomb though.
Yeah, but the time limit is ticking, so he's trying to play smart here. But Stefan, I can imagine, will get that bomb down, which is more money going to that T side. And if Stefan can hold on to this, we've seen how good he was earlier on with that AWP. And am I just... Oh!
I was watching that with X-ray on, and that literally, he was just there and right on the tip of the head as he came around that corner.
Stunning play.
And I'm just going to look to see what's going on for the Mistral side. They've already got 1 round, and let's see if they can extend that. At the moment, Prime certainly do have their foot in the door of this game as they start off, and they're looking relatively strong. Still, the way Prime are playing this at the moment, they do have a nice kind of overlapping defense. They've got the 2 CTs looking straight down on the A side with the kind of spread of Whammy and Pose around B. Ank on the outside. Taking their time here. Let's have a look at what the terrorists are doing. Ink once again sent on a mission outdoors. He's like Raymir's, extreme survival, taking his time. He's actually retreated almost way back to spawn, so he's not taking too many risks here. Have a look over in Stefan's corner. So a nice slow play into pick at the A side. He's well aware of where the positions that they're probably in. Getting a peek at them is the risk that he, at the moment, is not willing to take. Smoke coming out from him, looking to encourage this push. And teammate in front of him is doing exactly the same. Shifty is considering it as well. We're going to see a 3-way push from the terrorist side. Looking good. Stefan and JS pick up 2. And now the bomb is going to go down with ease. And this is where the CTs need to pull up their socks and get a jog on. Because at the moment, that it is looking very easy to defend for Mistral. 3v4 now as Whammy gets a nice nade frag onto Ink. So that's Raymir's down. Nice play from Stefan though, bringing that frag straight back home. Down post. So now we see a 4v2 spread, and it's Prime are certainly on the back foot of this round. Who is left? Ank on the outside. Only has a pistol, and rightfully so. He's going to be retreating, cowering in a corner, and crying till his teammate Whammy comes and joins him, who's actually just admiring the red container. Player hunting, but he's just going to want to stay alive. Is he? No, he's not. Stefan's going to remove that gun, snatch it out of his hands, and there you see 3-2 on this scoreline.
Yeah, indeed. So, guys, if you are enjoying this so far, obviously the likes of Inwin have put up some phenomenal prizes for this. Those 5 Dragon Rider white cases look absolutely brilliant. But if you are enjoying what they've done and want them to support CSGO further, just jump onto their Facebook, give it a like, and that's all it takes. And their Facebook literally is Inwin UK, INWIN UK. Simple as that. You know, go on there, like it. get them to do more of this because it gives us stuff to cast and gives you stuff to watch, which we always enjoy. So let's have a little switch across to that T side, see what they're up to this round, see what they can bring to the plate. You can see the Prime team are actually on a little bit of a lighter buy here. They're obviously left with a little bit of money after the last 2 rounds falling in favour of that Mistral side. And they've been slowly but surely working it back, even after the loss of that pistol round. So quite good work from them. But Stefan, the danger man with that AWP, is still very much alive and kicking. So I'm expecting a lot from him if he is just looking towards the outside area. I think he's just holding the push and the rotate at the moment, just to allowing his teammates to work whichever side they fancy. So you can see Shifty there just having a little peek through Squeaky.
Ooh.
Does get the tag, but not the frag. Actually does finally get the tag and the frag, but Pose swiftly shutting him down with that Deagle headshot, just ringing straight through his ears. So now you can see Pose is tagged up as well. So that CT side does have 3 players and a touch. I don't think Pose can actually count as a player right now. He's bleeding so profusely, it's unreal. So Ang Nellis doing the work with that AWP, following up with a second onto Ink. My stream is lagging like murder.
Well, take note. I mean, remember last time we said that we thought we had someone on low health? It was JS.
Ang can do some great damage here. Oh, they haven't peeked him. Clever play from that T side not to go into the iron sights or even crosshair of Ang. Let's get that right for CSGO. But yeah, we did see it before. Obviously, JS does chime up as well, just as we mentioned it. It was him, wasn't he, who got some sublime kills?
It was JS, yeah. He had 8 health and did a 4-man straight with that. Not one bullet hit him.
Yep, you can't deny any work like that. So 2v2 now, Jera and JS up against Ank and Rain. 2 AWPs left alive as well. So I'm not sure if these guys really fancy going in for this one. But Ank is peeking, he's looking, he's trying to find his luck here, but does miss the shot, so I think he's just going to back out of this one. But Rain has found the shot to JS. That clock is ticking, so he's going to have to do some work if he's fancying doing it now, if any time at all. But no, Jera there, just happily knifing around. It's like a Saturday night in London. So now Jera does look for the final shot there.
He wants to get home quicker, so he just whips his knife out.
Everyone knows you run faster than knife. Have you been seeing that
oh, don't.
Pure
I
Onage
yeah,
stuff?
They're coming back. Pure
Super
Punage.
excited. But yeah, and it is 3-all, so all even so far.
Alrighty then, let's take this away. So Mistral just recovering from that early deficit. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure. I can only assume that this is actually a CT map from what I saw at the start of the round from Prime. Nonetheless, though, I could be very wrong, and you guys, I'm sure, will not hesitate to tell me in chat. So let's go with Pose, man, who's been struggling at the moment. Actually, as I say that, let's look at the scoreboard. He is on a very equal and fair to say 5 for 5. So he's taking his time, getting the frags when he needs to, and he is holding a like no tomorrow, lining up a flash, ready for when that door opens. Rain to pick up the frags. First frag though, that's Stefan down. I think that was AWP, the AWP as well. That is a vital frag as Shifty chilled around. Is it Squeaky? That's what I heard you say. I like that. I like that.
I made it up and everything.
Oh, did you? Well,
no, it's a legit call. It's a legit
okay,
call.
well, I'm going to call it Squeaky because that sounds beautiful. So we do see a 5v4. Stefan the only man to go down so far, and Rain is doing sensational work with that AWP. Ink, once again, the Raymirs of the outside of this map, is once again struggling under the prime Rain. Ank with an AWP as well, so AWP work is certainly reigning supreme. Can he get the second as well? He can. And there is a third player there. It's JS, and I think Ank might just be aware of it. So let's have a look at JS's point of view. Trying to escape, just gets missed by the Ank player. By the Prime player. And he has 5 players after his blood now, and I think he just wants to do as much damage as he possibly can, which at the moment doesn't seem too likely, and it's going to be Ank with the third. And great play there from him, and some sensational AWP work alongside Rain. That was all AWP. That was all it was.
All AWP. And bless JS there, he looked more nervous than a nun in a cucumber field. He was literally just quivering in the corner of radio room. Poor guy, but he does get picked up, and the round will go to Prime. So back into the lead here. After they did win the pistol round, they lost a couple of rounds after that, which is very uncommon. Normally you see a pistol round, then obviously the following one, obviously going back to back. But somehow the T-side plucked it away from them. So Mistral here do fancy an outside push. Pistols alongside. I think they're on a bit of an eco now. Just try and get some dollar in for that next round. If they can pick up any of these frags, it'd be an absolute bonus. So now Shifty darting towards Mac. Does get the tag, but not the frag onto Rain. So down the stairs they go. Pose finding the first onto Jera. Now they're all rather tagged up. So they're a little bit worse for wear, but they're continuing on their path with victory apparently. Let's see if any more can be found. Pose is literally on a mission right now, and Pose isn't stopping until Ink finally takes him down, but Ank takes up the mantle there, and whammy. Well, I'm not going to take the pun away from you. I'll leave that one to you, but he'll mop up the remains and get that CT side back into the firm lead of things, utilising the weaponry they have, and just keep building that pressure up and up until almost that T side has so much of a struggle against them, it becomes almost impossible.
Alright then, so we are seeing a save here from the terrorist side, going for that eco. And I'm not entirely sure. No, we do have seen a full buy from the Prime side, so it's certainly looking like we might see another extension of that round advantage. Not looking good for Shift. He's opened the door and managed to dive all the way down into the bomb area, and I think, is he going to go for a plant? There's a CT just to his left. Nose is one encroaching on him, and he's surely not going to be able to take him down with that pistol. Pose has already picked up one of the Jera. Shifty is surely not long behind him, and he's going to go down eventually to Pose as well. So Pose, great work there. JS not doing very good work with the Deagle, struggling to even get a frag, and it's going to be a nice final frag for Whammy to wrap that round up, and rightfully so. Prime picked up the save round.
Yeah, indeed. Great play from them. I'm just sorting out my stream. Hold on, guys. Do excuse me. So if you do notice I'm delayed, I'm sure you are, guys. I'm not mentally slow. It's because I am streaming off. I'm casting off a stream. There we go. I am mentally slow. Excuse me. So we do see the rounds now falling in favour to Prime. Obviously, posing a huge threat at the moment. There's been a really good couple of sessions where you've seen him just mop up 2-3 frags back to back, not feeling the pressure at all, and doing brilliantly for his side. That T side now has a lot to come back from. They've got a little bit of weaponry now. Stefan has that AWP, and that damage is coming straight back in for him, so takes down Ank early on. We saw how pivotal Ank was too, so this is looking a little bit better for that T side. Onto the upper side they go. Smokes, nades leading the way, tags flying left, right and centre. Casper finding the first, but there we go. Jared finds the reply, so evening things up, and now taking it away from Prime. The lead is firmly within the T side's hands here. Now only Whammy and Rain to go. Can they find the two remaining victims that are cowering in the corners of Nuke? Oh, Whammy pops up, finds the frag onto Jera. 2v2 now. Can they finish off? Yes, they can. Between the Prime boys, they have mopped up what looked like almost a T-sided round there, and I thought that was going to happen. You know, they were in the bomb site. They looked good. They had weaponry. And, well, I just can't predict a thing. So, another round falling in favour of that Prime team. They're wanting that final prize, those 5 Dragon Rider white cases that are nicely put up by those in-win guys. If you like the cases, if you like what they've done here, make sure you head over to Facebook and do like their new page, that in-win UK one. We'll be spamming that out during the breaks. But Machine, why don't you take us to this round?
Alright then, I'm just looking at Rain, who's just got some sort of dirty angle, managed to take down Ink very early on.
Dirty.
And they have recovered, though, returning fire onto Casper. So we are on a 4v4. Looks soon to be 4v3, courtesy of Shifty. I thought Shifty was the man to go down, though. He does have 4 HP remaining, as I think I hear the bomb going down. Well, it's already down, I tell a lie. Completely missed that one as the Prime side now are converging on that bomb site. Smoke's going to be coming out from Pose, and it's got a bit of a mountain to climb for Jared and Stefan, but it is so easy. They've got their mountain boots on today, and they stroll up that one to stop that defuse from coming in, and nice play from the Mistral side to bring 7-4 home.
Yeah, and I think Stefan's really proving his worth at the moment. In the last couple of games I've seen him play as well, he's been doing brilliantly. 10-8 is his score at the moment. And that's on the losing side, so he's getting those picks and he's doing the best he can with what he can. And they deserve that round then. It's nice to see them still keep themselves in this and then not letting it run away too much. But guys in chat, obviously we're new to this game at a top level. I've played pub and all that casual business. But let me know, is this a CT-sided map? Is this a good scoreline so far? You can see the Mistral side doing the boost outside. I don't know if you can do it in this game unless they look up. There we go. Stefan now on a pivotal place here. He's got a great little viewpoint towards outside, allowed to peek towards Mac.
Oh.
Not really spotting much yet. You say, oh, like something happened.
No, I say, oh,
waiting.
as in he narrowly missed on someone's head. I've got X-ray on, and it genuinely was looking directly on the face of Rain.
Oh dear, Rain literally getting out of it then, I guess. But we do have that X-ray on, so you guys can see it now as well. We're just going to keep putting that on and off. It does make some people crash, so we're trying to be a little bit careful, because obviously you'd rather have a game than not. So, with 57 seconds left on the board now, on my stream at the very least, we're going to be seeing that Mistral side having to start deciding on which bomb site they're going to be focusing towards. They've got a good bit of weaponry, a good bit of cash spent into this round. Stefan there almost finding the shot onto whichever player is trying to defend that ramp side as cautiously as they can. Dropping out those flashes and they're baiting them into believing it could be a ramp push. Now they just quickly switched around. Let's find out where the remains are of that T side, because Shifty and NG taking down Prime now one by one. Casper and Pose drop down, and Prime are forced to get themselves running towards that upper site. So that bomb is planted and ticking. So only 3 now stand against the 5 T players. So Whammy towards Vents, Ank just flashing up towards Crows, trying to give himself a chance to get a peek out here before he gets taken down, but he's tagged up and dropped straight away by JS. Rain going in for an ambitious shot, to say the very least. Has to retract a touch with that AWP, as Whammy's doing the damage nevertheless. So I'm lagging a little bit here, Machine, but why don't you jump in and take this round?
Alright then, well I think Rain is looking a little bit messy. He's in a sticky sitch, just going to chill that spawn area as the bomb is already down, and he's just saving that AWP, rightfully so. So, taking this next round away, I'll tell you what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the... Oh, Stefan managed to take down Rain. Rain was sat there in the corner, thought he'd managed, he had his AWP safe and sound, but nice play from Stefan on the hunt there. And that's going to cost them. So Prime, I see a stack of pistols, so they're obviously going for a bit of a cheeky buy, but not too much. They're not treating themselves too much. They're looking more on the nades, looking to be able to try and get this bomb down, which is usually supported very much by the nades. I do see Mistral spreading themselves out now nicely.
Oh.
Nice play from JS. Takes down range, so that's the AWP out of the equation, or what was the AWP player. I'm not totally sure what he had. On the other side, though, Mistral have spent a lot of money. Stefan and Jera both repping up the AWPs. Nice AK work from JS. Is he ready for taking down another? I believe it was Casper. And JS is the man I really was impressed with last time. We were watching Train, and he just strolled around 8 HP like he had a million. And he managed to pick a lot of frags up. Anyways, moving swiftly on. See what's going on. We do see another going down to JS's AK, so he is doing wondrous work on this A site at the moment. Shifty picking up one for himself, and now Ank, last man standing once again. And this seems to be a regular position for these prime players at the moment. They're being left outside in the rain, and they're certainly not setting back to it like Adele. Nice play from Ank, does take down Jera. And he's going to be retreating well away from those explosives. He has an AWP to spare, and I can only assume, I think Stefan's going to be on the hunt again, checking every corner he can, trying to remove the AWP from the game, and it is not going to happen. So there you go. That's game and 7-6. And oh, as I said it, Stefan takes him down. Oh, sausage rolls. He's got it again, and that is 7-6. Nice play once again from Stefan, the AWP denier.
Exactly, he's plucking it away from any kind of wanting hands. But guys in chat did say this is a CT-sided map, but Mistral are picking up a good set of rounds, and obviously now you can see how close they're getting this. I think this is a pretty good scoreline by anyone's accountability here. They're pretty much on par, so obviously they're going to just hugely appreciate the advantage on the other side. So now into this round. Stefan tagged up just a touch, has to get out of the little hut area there, otherwise he'd overly extend and drop down too early and not be able to do the damage we know he can do. So guys, if you don't know already, 7-6 is your scoreline in favour to Prime, who are on that CT side. This is the first map and first side in the semi-finals of the CSGO Qualification Cup for CyberGamer, so big stuff on the line here. Let's see what Mistral have up their sleeve. Do they have any tricks left in their book? Let's have a little look. Nades and flashes coming towards that ramp area. Machine dropping something in his glass. Fresh and tasty. So now posed towards that lower side. You can see the fire still coming in. You can see Prime don't necessarily want to overly rotate here because they're going back and forth. You can see the T-side are really trying to draw out anyone who's too quick off the mark, but they've seemed to make their minds up here as this outside or upper site even is under fire. So Casper with the first frag, Inchy with a reply. Rain
Stefan
himself. Now Stefan looking damn good there. I caught that AWP shot and it was magical. Oh wow. My god.
That wasn't a no-scope. No.
That was a no-scope. That was such a no-scope. It's just upset me. It was just filthy and I loved it. So now 2v2 and Stefan is just absolutely lapping up the attention here right now. Left on 8 HP, finally put down by Rain. But, well, the damage was done pretty early on. So the defuse will be coming in, which is exactly what the CT side need. But I think Stefan there has just struck fear into the whole of the Prime side after landing that sublime shot.
Certainly is. Someone in chat letting us know that it's not actually that CT-sided now. This is the modded version of the map. Apparently it was far too CT-sided. Now it has been reduced a little bit. And I do see a lot of money being spent on a certain side, beginning with T. And I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with it. Oh, sorry, saved. I'm not sure about the spend. They do start charging in towards this A-side bomb, and guns blazing. It's not looking too good at the moment. Prime has started with 2. Mistral return fire, though, bringing it back to level playing field 3v3. And they really are just working these picks at the moment. Prime looking to change that, though. Tank coming in low and steady to win the race. Resembling a turtle as he pushes forward. GS does respond almost instantaneously though, as does Jera onto Whammy. And Ank left in a nasty position. Players to fight, makes it 1 though, just play onto JS. Time is ticking and he has to pick up the pace if he wants to challenge this round, and Jera surely going to push him. DV's coming in, he actually faked it now, looking to pick up the frag, and he's going to have to hurry him. Jera just playing around with him, dancing around the bomb site, and rightfully so. And that is a game once again to Jera. Jera's been playing some great games at the moment.
Yeah, and I think he was, I'm not too sure, guys in chat, was he the one that you were questioning here, his legitimacies on 6 to 11?
I wasn't. I was going to say, I certainly wasn't.
I
but
said
yeah,
in chat.
the people
Do
in
not
chat,
fear.
yeah.
Do not fear. They were giving him some real grief.
But obviously, I can only assume, because, of course, he isn't dropping 30 for 0, he's turned it off for the stream.
Yeah, that's nice
Yeah.
of him. And a big shout out to Panky, who's just said, "Are you in Valencia yet, Pansy?" No, I am not in Valencia as of yet. I will be doing some of the DreamHack games from my own delightful chair. Not quite as, you know, up there, and I'm not that important to get flown out yet. We'll see what we can do. But a big round coming in from Prime here, who've just started to take the lead. And now Rain looking towards this upper site. They have managed to worm their way in here, so this could be a big round for them. Raining down some fire. Rauben is making some daunting noises to me as Ank will find the first. Ank in again. But wow, Ank's got a hat-trick so far, I do believe, so he's doing some great play for the newly T-sided Prime. And let's see what they can do. It's all on Rain now. Can we find these two remaining players? Machine has left game, he has timed out. Farewell, Machine.
Farewell, me.
So Rain is just trying to draw out any of these players. Nothing really happening so far. CT side are happy to sit back and say, do what you want, you know, we'll play to that time in a minute. That's on you, not me. So deciding on this lower B site. Trying to do some work. Gets this bomb down though. Get at least a little bit of money in the pockets, which is always important. I think they're debating over whether this round should be replayed as well. Their players did lag out. I'm not too sure. I'm going to write down the scoreline just in case they do fancy it. So now Rain still all alone.
Hello.
Does find the pistol frag. Great pistol frag there onto JS as well. That connected beautifully. So now 1v1 on this bomb site. The player's just around the corner from him. Oh wow, great play from Rain there. Just slamming in that round they desperately needed. But
I just
I'm not too
did
sure what they're
you
going to
hear
be doing.
about that? That didn't sound good. I'm sorry about that, guys. Kind
Did
of
you
moaned
get
down the
overexcited?
mic. No, I just kind of moaned down the mic in a kind of sexual. Oh, pause. Did I see someone say pause? No. No, they are doing jumping straight into this round. Obviously, Whammy has returned. And
Yes.
see what is going down. Oh my god, I've just realised I can switch to players with numbers. Oh,
You didn't know that. And the numbers,
baby.
if you look on the side of like the little
Yeah,
overlay, I think the numbers
I
are
can
there.
see, but like the
Yeah,
Mistral are really unhelpful and
I
have
know,
white backgrounds.
white. I noticed this before and it was really upsetting.
Okay, well I'm just going to never follow Mistral and we'll just all look at Prime because I can read them. Well, I'm going to go ahead and press number 8 and follow Whammy, the man who we lost and has actually picked up a P90. So let's see what's going on in his corner of the woods. Actually, no, I do actually want to be terrorist side as Stefan does take down Whammy because most of the T's are all on the outside, looking to kind of find a different route into the A site. However, their bomb carrier is now down, the bomb is loose, so this may be all in vain if they don't play this right. So interesting route at the moment taken by Prime. Taking their time, the deadly threesome? Deadly threesome. That sounds like the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey. As they do take the time here, taking the time.
It's made me think of Sasha Grey now. Look what you've done.
Sasha Grey.
It's
Oh
gone
my God.
downhill.
Oh, Ank. Making his way on toward that top ledge. Top ledge? I apologise. Look at this boosting. Look at this work from Prime. Holy moly, mother of Moses. I've been saying I need to stop this because I'm just going through various biblical characters every time I start saying holy moly. Anyway, Posey has taken down 2. Casper following in with one of his own, and this is the close quarters SMG work which we'd like to see from Prime. And that pace has quickened, and that bomb is going down. Ank with one of his own on Shifty. Now, where is Ink when you need him? Ink rolling in, nade flying by him, doing some heavy damage, and he only has a deagle to his name. So this man is a little bit poor, a little bit scared. Explosives are kind of blowing up his ears, a little bit shell-shocked, and 3 terrorists are now hunting for him. So this could not go well, and it's not going to go well indeed. Casper's there to pick up a second for him and to bring that final frag home for the terrorist side. 10-7 is your scoreline, and it is looking groovy.
Yeah, it's looking very good for all you Prime fans. And I don't know, I was looking at Cadred, there were some mixed points here. But I'm liking the way it's going so far. I liked the way that the T side, you know, made it so easy, and now, you know, it's still looking like that. So great game so far, guys. If you're enjoying it, obviously you like what you've seen so far, like the page, follow us on Twitter, do whatever you want. We always appreciate it and love you dearly. And obviously it is myself, Pansy, and Machine bringing you the semi-finals of the CG Guy Qualification Cup number 2, hosted by InWin, who put up some great prizes as well. There's 5 Dragon Rider white cases on the line here. If you like that stuff, make sure you head over to their Facebook. It is InWin UK. Give that a like, and just hassle them into more CSGO tournaments. That's what I'd do. So looking into this round, let's see what we have in store. Where is that east side? Let's have a little switch across, see what they've got here. They've obviously got that lighter weaponry on their side now. Casper repping that P90, but Pose does find that shot on Dainty just prior to him. It's now Casper on the hunt, looking hungry, looking ready, darting around the site like there's no tomorrow. Oh, finding quite a comfortable frag onto JS, who just couldn't even reply and gets one for himself. Stefan finally takes a stand, but it's too little too late as Rain just locks down that bomb site. And now that bomb is being planted, so Shifty now left in a world of trouble. All on his lonesome. He's got to do something, but what can you do against 4 players?
Nothing.
And they're all looked in, and there's nothing you can do as Rain is on form right now. 20-10 is his scoreline, and well, I think he's leading the way, yeah.
Yeah, look at that score. We do see 20-10, 90-7, and then far below that we do have Pose on 15. And actually, it's even more contrasting on the Mistral side, with 17 being your top frag courtesy of Stefan, and Ink bringing a lowly 6 to the table. And I believe Ink is one of the few players from the Mistral side that actually was a CSS player prior to this. So that's a cool fact, fun fact for you. As you see an all-in coming in onto this side, and it's not going well for them at the moment. Mistral with 3 in a row. T-side getting absolutely spanked into submission, courtesy of Stefan. Stefan with the 4th as well, with a pistol to mop that round up, and that is one sensational CT player right there. Stefan, 21 for 30.
I don't know if you just lagged out of the machine.
Yeah, my graphics card
Just there. Okay. I don't know what you said, but I'm enjoying it. Prime
my graphics card just up, but I'm back. Hello.
Hello. I missed you deeply. So
I
now,
bet you
obviously, the CT side. That TT side do have finally some weaponry behind them, so maybe they can get themselves back into this game here. The scoreline is 8-11, so it's all up to them really to drag themselves back into this. Mistral up against the wall, and obviously depending on the likes of Stefan here to do some work. So Rain does find the first there, opening up this round in favour to Prime. So that's not what you want to be seeing if you're a Mistral fan so far. Now the rain nades are raining in. Flashes and smokes towards that outside area. Now pluming slightly in the way of Stefan's vision, who's might just try and sit back. No, he's not. He's gone for the shot, getting tagged up for it. And I believe that was Rain. He actually did get a couple of bullets off towards, but not enough right now. Mistral are having to really play quite cautiously here. They're already on a man deficit, so they can't overly extend and overly push sites. They can't really overly peek themselves, which is a bit of an issue when you're meant to be defending both bomb sites. So clearly, it's going to be a bit of an uphill struggle. So let's switch across to the T side, see what they're doing now. Let's find where Whammy is. Let's see what he's up to with that bomb. So towards ramp they go. And maybe fancying this lower B side. It worked out well before, and I wonder if it can work again and doing some good. Taking down Stefan, the danger man, who can really cause trouble later into these rounds. But Shifty's forced into the rotate now, trying to get himself towards the correct bomb site. But has to be cautious. You can see his dead teammate's body lying on the floor. JS finding the shot onto Whammy. That's going to leave that bomb loose and down on the floor, which can really help out. Post finding the frag onto Jarrett Ank as well, onto Shifty. So massive advantage to the T side. And Rain will just pull in that final frag and get 23 as his own score. But even more importantly overall, leaving the scoreline at 12-8 in favour to the Prime team now.
Oh my god, it's frightening a yawn out of me. Yes, indeed, 12-8, and Prime are looking like a prime example of a strong and, to be honest, a team that are really going to be willing to go the long run. I think Mistral are going to certainly put up more of a fight than we're seeing right now. I tell you what, I see this map almost going in Mistral's favour, just because of the way that they have CT now. If they play the CTs right, they could bring these rounds home very quickly and in quick succession, which is something I would like to see. Stefan picking up yet another frag, so no question there who the MVP for the Mistral side at the moment is. Nonetheless, they're Prime with a frag, Prime with 3 frags in fact. Shifty sneaking one in there for himself. So we are in a 3v2. Not looking good for Mistral as they push towards this site. JS Deagle in hand, looking towards the A sites cautiously. Looking towards it as the flash comes in. Doesn't actually manage to catch him, but Pose does catch him with a bullet to the brain. And now Ink 1v3. And he is just going to admire that red container like a lot of the CTs before him. I refresh my stream so I can see the chat. I assume Ink is still there. If he is, he's just looking around, chillaxing, maxing, acting all cool as the terrorists hunt him for some b-ball. And it's not going to happen, so that is 13-8. And it's another round on the board for the terrorist side.
Is it just the Fresh Prince of, like, Nuke right now?
Oh,
is that what we're getting treated to?
Yeah, if any Will Smith's here.
I'd love to hear Will Smith casting. Wouldn't that be
He could do that. Could he not do that? Oh my
He'd
lord.
be the best caster in the
I
world.
wish I had the contacts to make that happen.
I know. I'd be so into that. Just Will, just
Now,
join me.
this is the story, all about CSGO.
Yeah, indeed. So we are casting CSGO, as Machine nicely reminded us there. So the T side now have to just keep pulling this one away from the ever on the back foot Mistral Gaming. So Jarrett only wants to take a stand so far for the Mistral Gaming side. Whammy opening up this one. So all even so far, 4v4 situation. Jarrett taking it further. Not happy with one, wants to get that second onto Rain. Leaving the T side with a massive disadvantage. Jarrett onto the third as well. He's on the hat trick already and still alive and kicking, folks. So Stefan finally finding himself in some action, but it's all on Ank. Ank with the bomb, trying to get this one down, trying to get himself a little bit of money in the bank. And it's not going to happen, as that CT side will just dart in there, and that's Stefan with that little pistol shot onto Ank. Just to confirm them, they're still in this game, guys. They're not out of it yet. They're still raring to go, as I think they've just lost their 5th. So there might be a pause coming up, guys. You're nervous.
Yes, it is. That gives me time to sort my stream, which I'm not sure what is going down.
Oh, Sir Scoots made it to the chat, so hello Mr. Sir Scoots. It's always a pleasure to see you in here, sir. I did get treated to watching you try and play CSGO. That was appalling.
Oh dear. Is it not a pretty sight?
It was interesting. You and Edith Bowman got swag. I've never been described as having swag because I'm normally... You're a bit toffish to have swag. Yes, that's very true. I don't... Do you have swag, Machine?
Just because that word repulses me, I'm going to say no.
Alright, Nick Grimshaw, Mr. Cool Kid. Just because you're taking
I'm far too into
the
swag.
breakfast show of Chris Moyles, you're
I'm
pretty
glad
much...
you agree.
Yeah, indeed. I think you get a haircut like him, it'd be beautiful.
All about it.
Yeah, indeed.
So, haircuts. That, we talked about
Another
sea
topic.
lions and seals yesterday. I think haircuts is the way forward. Now, yeah, I've seen a couple of guys walking around with this kind of fade thing going on, and I like...
Not sure how I feel about it.
No,
Bit
I mean,
90s-ish for me.
90s-ish, and also, I thought it was like it was kind of separated for the black community.
Yes,
I thought they were all about
I feel
the
it's
fades.
very awkward, and I see like it's like, you know, the ones who call themselves strawberry blondes doing it. It's like dude, you're
yeah,
ginger,
no, I'm
right?
feeling that. Yeah, yeah.
And they fade it.
And they
They
have that
fade
kind
it.
of blonde facial hair, even though they're
Yep.
ginger. It's like, what?
It's ginger.
What happened?
Why
Why is it not the other way around? I would rather have a ginger beard.
Oh god, you're just disgusting. But guys, back onto slight topic here. Not too much of one. Do not fear. It's not like we're professional casters. We just do it for the fun. This is the CyberGamer CS:GO Qualification Cup number 2, hosted by InWin, and obviously they put up some great prizes. There is 5 dragon red and white cases up for grabs, and they're pretty amazing. If you go look over to the CyberGamer site, you can see them up there. They look awesome. And this is what these guys can win. If they make it through to the finals, they will be facing the likes of Rockat, who have like, Angel Dust, Maka, some of the most phenomenal players you can think of in CS, you know, coming over, and they're going to be doing some serious damage. That's going to be a big game coming up straight after this one, so do stick around. But it's all coming down to that, and obviously they also get themselves a place in the very first invite league. They'll be coming out from CyberGamer, so that's a big one as well. But yeah, so Scoots, I'll take you on one-on-one. That sounds terrible, but then again, I'm not a prepubescent boy, so I shouldn't be within your radar.
You're
But
saying,
guys-
yeah, no threat there.
I
Oh,
love Sir
JS. Oh, hello.
Scoots. Is he back?
JS
Is
has
he
picked
back
up
and ready
one.
to
He's taken
go?
down
That's
Raid,
what I
and he's
like to
looking for
see.
another. And
Take him through. Go for it.
it's not looking too. He's just dancing around ramp, looking to defend that B site, and it's looking promising actually. Obviously, do Castorize over to the terrorist side's HP. Pose, Whammy, and Ank all a little bit worse for wear. Stefan heads back down towards the B side, going to set himself down in that tunnel. Oh, and there's the sudden flood of terrorist fire going to be going towards Stefan's face, and he's been taken down, punished for the peak, and Whammy's following up with a frontal shifty. So all of a sudden, the tides have changed, and it's all on Ink and JS's shoulders now. JS is in a prime position there if he plays this right, and he has managed to take down Casper. Casper didn't actually manage to take down Ink prior to his gory death, courtesy of JS, and now 3 players do stand. Barely 3 as Pose is on a scrap of HP, and they are hiding in every angle JS could think of, and it is not going to go well. Poor him. There's a spread, a violent clamp of terrorists ready to stop that defuse from coming in. I think he might just be aware of it as the smoke comes in. Is he going to go for a defuse? I doubt it. That would be the one massive risk. And he's finally going to find one. Takes down Pose. Time is not on his side, though. Surely this round has gone on terrorist side, and it has. And JS admits defeat as those explosives do blow up just prior to his death.
Indeed, and it left Ang in a beautiful kind of like draw me like one of your French girl poses. I don't know if you saw it on the kill cam at the end there, but it's delightful. Guys in stream, you'll obviously see that and tell me what you think, but we can see the prime side on 14 rounds now to only 9 from Mistral Gaming. And apparently, they're the people that people are wanting to win here. So, you know, you're getting it your way, guys. But do let me know in chat what you're thinking of the game so far. Obviously, you got the final coming up next after this, so whoever wins got a big game in front of them. But let's see if Prime can keep up the pain train that's being unleashed currently onto Mistral Gaming. So, outside push coming out. And trying to make his way through. A little bit of fire coming out from that upper site, but towards the lower bomb site they go. And safe hands with the bomb as well. This guy hasn't let too much slip beside him, so obviously this is where they're fancying going. Is there going to be any defensive plays there? No! A jumping headshot coming out from Ang. Jesus, that felt like COD on the Xbox there, but Stefan finally makes the reply, but not before Post can shut him down nice and quickly. Casper chimes in one for himself onto Shifty. Big advantage to T side now. There's only 2 Stanflow CT-sided players. JS tagged up heavily, and there we go, his teammate. That was Jared put down and out of his misery, leaving JS on only 21 HP. Get a little bit of a tag out there towards those vents, but looking around, trying to find the players desperately, trying to connect to these shots that he's just rattling off into the distance. Can he make any of this work? That is the question. Critical moment here. That bomb is now down and ticking and not in his favour. And there we go. Demolishing shot just coming through there from Whammy. And just the stopping power of that AK really being put to good work. And it is match point now, guys. And this will be the first map. And that'd be such a big advantage. Obviously, it is a best of 3. But you want to pick up that first one just for the confidence sake of it.
Certainly do. It's something I believe in wholeheartedly. It's all about the confidence, as Gokwan once said. And that is something they need to be showing through in their gameplay. At the moment, though, I can't help but feeling Prime are certainly the more confident side. As Rain and Pose reign supreme over the Mistral side. Pose with a second, and Mishifty finally responding, but that doesn't stop Whammy with a nice little nade onto Ink, catching it, just landing inside Ink's pocket, and he kind of screams with delight as he leaves this world. So now it's all on Shifty, and Shifty has got an absolute mission ahead of him. Not going to happen. Rain takes him down to bring that first game down and out. And a great win for Prime. 16-9. It's very conclusive.
Yeah, indeed. So very good